Hey guys, alright, I want to welcome you to Sailing Plan B. Figured I would start this off by introducing the boat, give you a little tour of it, and then a little background on the crew. So Plan B is this beauty right here. She was built in the Cheoy Lee shipyards of Hong Kong in 1964. She's a Bermuda 30 ketch rig. She's 30 feet long. She's a full keel ketch. She only draws 3 feet 8 inches. It's a 10,000 pound boat that rumor has it has done quite a bit of traveling. They say, although I have no proof of this, that she has been through the Panama Canal 3 times. She's been down South America, been all over. I don't even know, but she's gone a lot of places. I bought her about a year ago and I've been doing a lot of work ever since. Starting at the bow, let's start right here. So there's a 35 pound CQR anchor and I've got a lot of chain. I cut it down. I had about 155 feet of chain. I cut it down. I got 80 feet on there right now. I put the rest of it down below in the bilge. Then I've got a couple 300 feet of road to go along with that. So that's the bow anchor. And there's a roller furler on my jib. About 125% jib there. Here is the main mast. I have wooden spars. Both the main and the mizzen are wooden. I took them down when I first bought the boat. The first thing I did was take those down and immediately start working on them. Sanded them all down, got rid of some rot, and then signature finish the whole thing, the paint and this honey teak. Should be a lot less maintenance, way better than varnish. And I replaced the lights with LED. The steaming light and the foredeck light, plus the tricolor anchor light at the top, are now LED. I've just put this, just mounted this compass here recently. Built this nice little wedge-shaped box here to mount it on. And I'll show you why I didn't go with a bulkhead compass right here in a little bit when we get inside. The cockpit is very large. It is a very roomy cockpit. Look here, there's all kinds of space in this cockpit. For only a 30-foot boat, she has a wonderful cockpit. Very comfortable, just combing. It's nice to lean up against. Lots of room. I'm going to give you an idea. I'm 6 feet tall, and most of my height is in my legs. Here we are. The rudder, she's tiller steer. The rudder hangs off the back like that. I've been on some of these boats where their tiller comes up out of the floor of the cockpit, and it's a pain. You know, you're whacking people in the knee when you go to tack and stuff like that. I don't like it. So there's my other anchor right there. I got Danforth. That's my stern anchor. And then you might be wondering about this Mercury here. It's a 15 horse Mercury 2-stroke electric start. Got a pretty good deal on it. The reason, now that ain't factory, obviously. I'll show you this. I got to change this bracket because of the angle of the transom. The motor doesn't quite come all the way out of the water right now. It's got an extra long shaft, but I'm gonna have to make another bracket to kind of get a little standoff space there off of the transom so that the motor can tilt and get out of the water and reduce drag while I'm sailing. So the reason that I did that, I'll show you. Watch out for this for the barbecue here. Is she came from the factory with a 2-cylinder Volvo Penta diesel, 15 horsepower diesel motor. when I bought the boat, that engine didn't run, and it was missing a couple of pieces, some bolts and stuff. The decompression lever, one of them was seized up. Not exactly sure what the problem was. It sounded like it was a fuel delivery problem, possibly, that caused it to stop running prior to me buying it. Now, I couldn't get the injectors out. They were seized up. This 50-year-old engine sitting down inside this boat, and I figured it just wasn't worth trying to fix it. It was a lot easier to just take it out, slap an outboard on the back. You know, I wanted to get sailing. I need something to get me in and out of the slip. Well, I'm not saying it was a bad idea. I'm not saying it was a good idea either. There's been some times where I wish I had kept I had an inboard diesel motor down in there. This thing's, it's got its drawbacks for sure, but on the flip side, it's forced me to be a better sailor, because I can't just drop the sails and kick the motor on whenever I want. You know, it's rough waters, that thing doesn't stay in the water. It's a pain in the, it sucks really, but it makes me sail more. It makes me a better sailor. So there's that. But I'll show you down here. Now, it's not done, but this is where that engine used to be. Now it's messy. I was just doing some insulation for the ice box, so I got little bits of styrofoam and stuff in there. But there's a 2-battery house bank right there. I'm gonna add a 3rd battery. I gotta redo all this. Now it's down lower, it's center, and I can run them. I can put 3 batteries there easy, maybe 4 later, run them all together, and on this LED, I don't use a whole lot. So most of my energy needs are going to be done through an inverter to charge laptop and cameras, you know, cell phone, stuff like that. So there's that. But as far as like just keeping the boat going right now, it's not much. I think you probably saw that I got a couple of solar panels. They're just stuck right there temporarily. I'm gonna make a couple of brackets. The plan is to hang them off the side of the stern rail, one here where the barbecue is, one on the other side over there, so they're out of the way. It's about the only place I can put them where they're not going to interfere with anything. And I'll probably upgrade to some larger panels here pretty soon. Okay, so there's the outside of the boat. I say we go down below, and I'll show you the inside. Okay, let's go down below and check that out. Now, so here's some more, so you can see that. This is a LED light. It's installed the wirings. The wiring's temporary. It's good, but it's gonna get prettier. I guess we'll start here with the galley. Okay. So this is the galley. So the way this particular galley works, this little arm swings out here. This comes out here. There's a counter space and an alcohol stove. Works pretty good. Pick that thing up. Don't let that fool you. This thing, when I bought it, was like brand new. Well, it's still like brand new. It's just a little dirty right now. $100. Got it at Ladd's Marina in Stockton, where I had hauled out the boat and did the work. So there's that. I had to makeshift a little deal for the gimbals because they didn't really quite fit right. Originally, before, over the years, it had a different kind of stove. This little bracket here, and I don't have the rest of this, but I've seen this before. This bracket holds a gimbaled propane little single burner stove that would slide in there and swing around, and that's how that works. So I don't have one of those, couldn't find one. 2 burners is better anyways. So there's down there, you got pots and pans and stuff. Over here under the sink there's storage, and then yeah. Okay, so there's the sink. Right here's storage. There's, you know, quite a big space in there. Dishes. One more dish space. It's got various things tucked in there. Here's the dish rack with other various things in it. Here's the ice box. The ice box is it's about 4.5 cubic feet. Or no, 6. That's pretty big. I measured it. I don't remember. It's pretty good size though. You can go in there, or you lift up the front port lazarette deal there, and that goes into the ice box. So it's pretty big space. You can get to it from the cockpit or from in here. So that's pretty nice. Let's see over here. So this little guy here is GPS and the depth sounder. Sad thing is, neither one of them work. I had to replace the depth sounder because this guy quit. This, I'm missing the other pieces, but it's kind of nice. I like the door swings over, you know, while you're sailing. Let's see all that. Hopefully, my goal is to eventually replace both of those with put a big chart plotter there. So yeah. But so depth sounder, when I hold the boat, I had to put a new depth sounder, and I stuck it right there where the temperature gauge used to be for the motor. So there's my new depth sounder right there. Okay. Okay, VHF radio right there. So as you can see, this is why I didn't go with a bulkhead mounted compass. I cut a hole in there, and behind it is, I can't do it on this side because I have this dish rack there, and I can't really do it on this side. I guess it's possible, but here's the other thing with these doors. With these doors that swing open, you know, them blocks. Not a lot of room there to put one over here. I guess I could put one right there, but not on the inside. So yeah, so there's that. Okay, on to that. All right, here's another little storage guy here. Here's one of the berths. This is the port side berth right here. There's a solid fuel stove and a fan. Okay, so, and here is the starboard side berth. Moving on to here, this is the chart table, believe it or not, and I'll show you how that works. This guy comes down like that, folds out. This comes up, that comes out. Here's the chart table. Right now it's packed full of, I got a couple of some charts, you know, here, but it's mostly just all my paperwork. There's books, more books, there's movies. So, but this will later on will be the chart table. What is the chart table? So that's that right there. So this here, let me show you this, is the hanging locker, which is also doubling as storage. There's a bag of charcoal right there for the barbecue or for the wood stove, and underneath that is actually a bunch of wood that I got cut up for the stove. I was gonna burn that wood. It was free. Burn it this winter. Maybe use it up, and then probably not ever use wood again. Probably just burn charcoal. I think it would be a lot easier and work better. Okay, so let me show you this. Hopefully you can see this comes out well. But so the hanging locker, open that door right there like that. This comes up here. Unlock that. This leg comes down and goes into this little groove down here. Undo these two. Flip that over. Somebody's doing something outside. Wow. It's kind of a cool little design. Everything on this boat is designed to make the most out of very limited space. So yeah, so there's my table. There's my settee area now. From berths to settees. Okay, moving on. So that was the table, and now we're gonna move forward a little bit and to the starboard, and there is the head. Not a big head, but if you check this out, so this door closes here, and now you can sit on the head, and you've got plenty of room. Oh wait, but there's the V berth. What if somebody's sleeping and you have to go? Oh, no worries, because this door goes this way and shuts there, and it also locks on the inside. So if you want to go to sleep, needs privacy in the V berth, shut this door, pull it, latch it, bam, the suite up there, so to speak. And there is the other part. Now this, I don't know if you could tell, but this is not factory. There was right here a sink. There's the vanity sink right there when I bought this boat, and I thought it was useless. There's one thing I didn't like about this boat, it didn't make sense to me, was this vanity sink. Why? You have a sink in the galley 8 feet away. Brush your teeth in the galley. I guess maybe for shaving, but whatever. Do that outside. I brush my teeth outside unless it's raining. I only shave not every day. I'm not an everyday shaver. So anyways, I thought I could make better space of it by taking the sink out and making it a table, and then add a shelf. It's not finished, obviously, but you get the idea. There's storage space there. There's stuff that can just be stuck in there, and you can save a lot of room. Or, I have more storage space instead of a wasted sink area. So anyways, oh, and then there's a big mirror also, in case you're interested in that. So let's close that. Open this back up. There. Now this can close like that, right? Or, in case you missed it the first time, which is what I usually do, is close it like this. And usually it's been raining a lot around here. Usually that port light is open along with that one, and you get some ventilation in here. So here is the V berth. It's about 6 feet, maybe 6'1". There's a lot of storage under here too. Under is storage space all the way up to the front there. Obviously, pull the cushions out and get under there. Then there's this room here underneath. All these boards open up. There's canned goods down there. These boards come up. There's canned goods down in there. Both sides coming back. These boards all come back all the way. That ladder obviously moves and comes out, and there's stuff under there. I've got gallon water jugs under there right now as backup. Oh, plus there's anchor chain, right, 75 feet of it stuck down right there. Yeah, about 5 gallons of drinking water, just in case. You never know if if the water pump takes or the batteries die or whatever, we can still drink. This boat, she holds 40 gallons of fresh water. There's a 20-gallon tank under each one of these berths. Let's see what else. Oh, there's Cool Dragon. As you can see that teak, hand carved. Alright, so my name's Kurt. I'm the captain. A little backstory on me. I was born in Oregon. I did most of my growing up in Northern California. We had a small little hobby farm, little ranch kind of deal, a couple of pigs, horses, cow or two here and there. I moved out at 18, and then at 19 I enlisted in the Marine Corps, and spent 4 years there from 2001 to 2005. Got out, became an iron worker, got married, had a child. About 9 years later, got divorced, and bought a boat. So plan B is the result of that. Plan A was a wife and kid in the small ranch in the woods up in Oregon, and plan A failed. So on to plan B. This is plan B, my boat. The life is short, and you got to make the most of it while you can. So I'm a 4th generation iron worker. I watched my dad 2 years away from retirement. Actually, he was right at retirement, but he wanted to work a couple more years, and he got hurt. Now he's got a messed up back, and he's gonna spend the rest of his life in pain. I want to get out, and I want to travel the world, and do all that while I'm still young and still healthy, and I can. So that's the plan. That's the goal with plan B, is to do that, and hopefully, it's still a couple years out. Hopefully my son would like to join. We'll see. He just turned 9 years old. So that's me. That's what got me to this point.
Ahoy guys, my name is Irena. I'm a first mate for Plan B, and I'm gonna tell you something about me. I was born in Czechoslovakia and came to United States 16 years ago, became the citizen, and Kurt and we met like a year ago, and I just started enjoying the time with him and the Plan B, and so far we're having fun, still learning to sail and having dreams, big plans to the future to sail around the world. And so if you like it, our videos, please click like and stay tuned. There's more fun stuff coming, and I see you soon. Thanks guys. Ahoy!